Hey, this will be a video chart on AMWI. Newer chart, but it's got a big promotion going on with it right now. And, so far so good. It's really been acting, healthy, and it's been maintaining its uptrend. What we're looking at here is a 5-minute chart. We can go to the daily chart real quick. So from the daily chart, like I said, you can see just as a brand new stock, brand new chart, and the daily chart is essentially useless because you really can't tell too much from it. So we're dropping down on the 5-minute chart just to see kind of what's been going on and what we want to see continue to happen and so forth. So this probably sticks out, or hopefully it does, but this purple line here is playing a pretty big role. In the chart, this is the 50-period simple moving average, and once more, we are on the 5-period. But this is definitely going to be, or seems to be taking shape as a key level of support. And if you can't see it, or maybe you're new to charting, you can see that here, price dropped down. This area acted as support. Right here, the price came here and basically acted as a trampoline. And then very recently, you can see here in the afternoon and the last basically 10 minutes of the day, you can see the trampoline effect started to go into moving again. So Monday morning should be pretty interesting. But the key point I'm trying to get at here is the 50-period simple moving average on the 5-minute chart is going to be a very key level of support that you want to see continue to hold. If you want this pretty much overall strong uptrend to continue. The other thing to note is we have a couple of obvious patterns that have taken shape, and with charts like this, it's very beneficial to find those patterns and then just see how they kind of continue. So here we had the big move up, and then we had this consolidation period here. So basically, you could call this bull flag, bull pennant, whatever the point being. Big move, and then had some consolidation. Again, you can see here, not quite the same shape, but the same point. Had this big move up here, and then have been having some consolidation, and then towards the end of the day started to get some life. So potentially we're seeing a repeat happen here, where if the price can break out of its pattern, hopefully another big move will follow. But the key level, or I should say, that leads us kind of into our next point. So I'm going to squeeze in here a little bit more, but so the level that we want to keep our eyes on here going into Monday is right here at the 19.5-cent mark. You can see that multiple times the price had tried to give above it, and even the last 5 minutes the price went up there and hit its head on it again. So 19.5 is definitely the key level of resistance going into Monday morning, and with a break of that, hopefully history will repeat itself and we'll get another move like that. But as far as supports go, keep your eye on the 50-period simple moving average, and then 19.5 cents is going to be the key level of resistance. And then after that, back into blue sky breakout territory. And the last thing I wanted to point out was we did have increasing volume going into close, so I wouldn't be surprised to see some sort of gap tomorrow. If the price does gap above 19.5 cents, then that automatically becomes a key support. So with any sort of gap, the lowest you really want to see it come down would be right here. You don't want to see it fall back into there. That's where you could enter into potentially gap and trap territory. But like I said, if there is a gap, then this key level of resistance, 19.5, jumps right over to being support. So if there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, and with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from big boards down to penny stocks. So there's a good variety, something for everybody. It is all free. So I'd encourage you to go to the website, sign up, and give it a try. One more time, this was AMWI. Thanks for listening, and enjoy your weekends.